The previous video, we kicked off our C# 14 feature series by exploring the first new feature, null conditional assignment, and understanding how it helps us write cleaner and safer code by removing repetitive null checks. Hello everyone, you have started watching Code with Abby. This is the second video in our C# 14 series, and today we are going to talk about another powerful and very interesting feature introduced in C# 14. This feature is extension members. Until now, C# allowed us to write only extension methods, but with C# 14 we can go ahead, step further, and create extension properties and grouped members, making our extensions feel like a natural part of the type itself. In this video, we will start with a very simple example, understanding the limitation in earlier version of C#, and then see how extension members in C# 14 can solve that problem with clean practical demos. And if you are enjoying this C# 14 series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your fellow developers so you don't miss the upcoming videos on all the other C# 14 features. Let's get started. Let's try to understand the extension members first in C# 14 features. Extension members in C# 14 extend the concept of extension methods by allowing developers to add properties and group members also. Before C# 14, we only had the feature wherein we could write extension methods, but not properties and others. But here in C# 14, we can start with and we can start writing with properties and group members as well. This really makes helper logic feel like a natural part of the type, resulting in cleaner, more readable, and more expressive code. You can see this example. I'm going to write an extension method. This was possible before C# 14 versions. So here you see that the method has been written, but in C# 14, we can even combine with the properties here, and this way we can use it. I'm going to demo this all for you to make this all clear. Let's go directly to Visual Studio 2026 and see this all in action. So I'm in Visual Studio 2026. You can see we installed Visual Studio 2026 in last to last video. If you want to get details on how to install Visual Studio 2026, you can refer our video. I can place that link in description as well as you can see here in the I button. Let's go and try to see. We have added one project. In this project, we are calling it as extension members. You see here, this project is extension members. This is a console type of project, and this contains the code. The code has already been written to save our timing. I will explain each and every line of this code. So what we're writing here is that we know from our previous experience before C# 14 that we could write extension methods like this. So what we were doing, we had to write a static class. Within that static class, we had to write the type which you want to extend. So here we are going to extend this string. So we are writing public static again, public stating returning it a string type, and my method is going to be, extension method is going to be ToCamelCase. So ToCamelCase is not, there is no method available in string which is ToCamelCase, which can change our given string to camel case. Then we have, that's why we have introduced an extension method. We are calling it as ToCamelCase. And in this, we are checking a null check. And finally, we are changing that string into camel case. So if you're going to use it, you simply here assign a value hello world to this name. And then you are going to call this ToCamelCase here. So this way, you can call that property, that method, extension method that you have already used it. You see by default, the property, if you go to the project property, you see that the currently target framework is 10. If you are changing it to 9 and saving it, you can see that most of the code, some of the codes will not work. You see that this is actually erroring. It shows that some of the features that we are going to write here, which is specific to C# 14 or .NET 10. So if we want to really introduce the feature like properties, extension properties, we need to enable we have to change the target version of .NET as 10 so that we can avail the feature of C# 14. I'm going there again and changing .NET to 10 here, saving this, and I should be seeing this going ahead here. So we can see this will go ahead. Let me build it again. Yeah, it's going here. Now, don't focus on this for now. Let me go and run this program. I'm just commenting this out for a time. So you see here, Control and F5, and you see that the program shows my value in CamelCase. So hello world, this is called CamelCase. The word in the middle is camel. The first line has been made as small, I mean lowercase. So this is done. What I wanted is I wanted to achieve something, not exactly the method, but properties as well. So if I was to write any extension property before C# 14, this was not possible. With C# 14, we can write C# in properties as well, extension properties, and combine more member and properties together even. So how do we go ahead to? We need to write extension, and here is the type which you want to actually extend. So string value, and there I'm going to tell is that public string CamelCase. In the getter, we are getting this value, and then if it is not null, then we are changing into CamelCase. Make sense? This way, my string will have two things, the method as well as the property. So if I'm coming here and you say that if I'm trying to type name dot, and you see that ToCamelCase method is available, which we have written, that is extension method. And if I'm coming here and I'm trying to see that I also got a property called CamelCase. So this way I can utilize the feature, new feature of C# 14, that is extension properties even. Let me run the program for you. If I'm running the program, you can see that this is extension property conversion, and this is extension method converted values. Make sense? That brings us to the end of this video on extension members in C# 14. We saw what limitation existed in extension methods, earlier version of C#, and how C# 14 allows us to go beyond that by introducing extension properties and group members, making our code more expressive and readable. This was the second video in our C# 14 feature series. In the upcoming videos, we will be continue exploring all the remaining C# 14 features, each explained in detail with simple and practical examples. If you found this video useful, please like the video, share it with your friends or colleagues, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video in the series. Your support is really required, and this really helps us to grow and motivates us as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.